Hi Flosstube, welcome to my channel. My name is Lynn and I'm the Lancashire Stitcher. Today is Saturday the 23rd of December 2023 and this is Flosstube number 86. If you're new here, welcome. This is a channel mainly about cross stitch, but I do include other crafts and I usually talk about the walks and travels I've been on recently. If you're returning, welcome back. It's lovely to be chatting to you all again. So yeah, I've got quite a lot to show you today. I've been quite a prolific stitcher over the last couple of weeks. I'll show you my planner, which I keep forgetting to show you. There you go. So this is December. As you can see, I've got a couple of new starts on there, and yeah. So that's December. I was watching the Virginia Stitcher the other day and she was saying about using different colour pens in her planner. So I'm going to do that from January instead of using highlighter, because I've got hundreds of pens collected over the years I was teaching. So yeah, I'm going to start doing that instead of using highlighters. So that's that. So I've got a couple of new starts, I've got a couple of fully finishes, and I've got lots of whips. So I'll start with the fully finishes, if they don't fall off here. So the first fully finish is this. This is my, it's a knitter's sampler by October House Fibre Arts, and I've made it into a flat fold using this pinky purpley fabric, and I've made some cording to go around the edge. So yeah, that's my knitter's sampler. I'm planning on using this when I go to my knit and natter groups, and I'm going to put it on the table. So that's that. I'm going to keep them away from everything else. And then my other fully finish is this. This is Fern by Nora Corbett. It's stitched on Buttercup Joy 28 count by Sparklers. Finished it earlier this year and I finally put it in a frame, and I've not got glass in it. I just thought with all the different colours I didn't want to mount on it, and with the beads you couldn't put glass on top of it with the beads. So yeah, I'm just going to see how it goes, because this is the first one I've framed without putting glass in front of it. So we'll see how it goes. So there's Fern. So yeah, square, there you go. So yeah, so that's my other fully finish. I'm doing some fully finishing of my own for a change instead of other people's. I do have a customer's things to finish, but I have told her it'll be after Christmas now that I start doing those. So I'm getting some of my own done while I've got chance. But yeah, right, let's get on to some cross-stitched that's in the middle of being done. So two new starts. My first one is this, Introverted by Silver Creek Samplers. It says introverted, but we'll eagerly discuss everything cross-stitch, and that is me to a T. I'll happily talk to groups of people about cross-stitch, but put me in a room with lots of people and I don't want to be there. So yeah, yeah, so that's me to a T, and I've started that. Putting these there. Right, so this is being stitched on 32 count natural linen by DMC, and that I've got the big light on and also my ring light because it's dull again outside. So that's my progress, and it's smaller than I thought it was going to be. So yeah, so there it's been. I'm using the called for threads, and it's 2/2. There we go, that's that one. And my other new start, I only started this yesterday. Basically I finished my December cross stitch challenge with 24 hours of cross stitch, and I thought, right, I need something to stitch on that I'm not gonna, it won't take forever to do if I do decide to just keep stitching it. So I've pulled this out, which is just Nan Christmas Sparkle Bee Ornament, and it was a limited edition in 2021. And I started this yesterday. My husband was on his works Christmas party yesterday, so yeah, I had quite a lot of time just sitting stitching, and that's my progress. So yeah, it's got some Krynic. It's using DMC, and the Krynic I'm using, it's a gold colour, but it's not the one that was called for in the chart because I haven't got that one. I've just got another gold that I had. But yeah, that's my progress. It's not too far off a finish, but as you know, just now there's lots of bitty bits. So yeah, so that's that. This needle minder is the one I got in the parcel that I showed last time. So yeah, that is Christmas Sparkle Bee. Right, so let's get on to whips. I have got a lot of whips. As I said, I've been quite a prolific stitcher in the last few weeks. I struggle with my mental health in December. And since my dad passed 4 years ago, I always struggle in December because it would have been his birthday on the 1st and then it's Christmas and I just struggle, and stitching really helps with that. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of stitching, as you'll see on my dragon. My husband's been off this week. He's been off work, so usually I wouldn't normally stitch on my dragon, but I've been getting up really early because of my mental health and stitching on him. And I actually stitched on him last weekend too, which I don't normally do. I usually just do Monday to Friday. And that is what I got done. So I got quite a lot done in the last week, in the last 2 weeks. So let's see if we can get a bit lighter. So yeah, so that there, I've done a lot of that this week. I think I've done all that this week, and I finished the page the week before. So yeah, so there's my dragon. It's by UnconventionalXStitch, Unconventional Cross Stitch, artwork by Hope Christopherson. I've now been stitching on him over a year, obviously on and off because I was at my mum's for 5 weeks, and then there's weeks that my husband's been off work that I've not stitched on him. But yeah, quite happy with how much I've got done in the last week. Wrong way, that way. Right, and then the next one is Celtic Autumn by Lavender and Lace. I was stitching on this as part of my seasonal sale and also the Celtic Autumn sale, but I'm still really disappointed with how much I got done on it. I've been doing this version of it, which is Janet Granger's version. And that is what I got done. So in the last couple of weeks I've managed to do her face and some more of her hair. But yeah, this fabric is 28 count Slightly Buttery by Sparklies. So yeah, like I say, we're getting a bit washed out with the big light and the ring light. But yeah, like I say, it's a bit too dull outside. It's been raining all week this week. It's not stopped raining. It's just the drizzly rain. It's been horrendous. So yeah, so this one's going to be going away now because I'm supposed to be stitching on Celtic Christmas now. Well, it's in my plans later. It was the first day of winter on the 21st of December. But I've only just pulled her out the whip box. So yeah. So Celtic Autumn is now going to go away, but she might get pulled out again as part of the acrostic challenge over the next year before next autumn. My next whip is Sampler of Stitches by the Drawn Thread. I got this from Nimble Thimble when I was on the Wrexham retreat back in June. And I've now finished the first part, ABC. There's lots of different stitches in there. This fabric is 30 count custard cream legacy linen. It's stitched using the code for NPIs, etc. Yeah, lovely little stitch. So, yeah, the only thing that needs to be done on this is there's a button that goes in this square here, which I don't want to put on until the end when I've finished the whole thing, the whole alphabet, because I don't really want it getting broken if I put it in a Q-snap or anything. So I'm going to keep the button until the end and then put it in. So that's that one. My next whip is Peace Tree and Believe. Well, although I'm doing the Peace Tree, Believe's that one there, which you get that chart as well. But I'm doing Peace Tree, which is that one that's on the front. And this is by Rosewood Manor. And this is being stitched on 28 count Confederate grey Cashel linen. and that's my progress. So I finished off this motif as much as I could with stitches, and then I've done the letter E. So yeah, this tree is going to be big. When you look at the picture on the front, you think it's only going to be small, but no, it's going to be massive. So yeah, so there we go. That's Peace Tree by Rosewood Manor. And I'm doing it in I'm doing it in equivalent DMC, because it uses, I can't remember what it says. Let me get the chart. Presentia floss. Never heard of Presentia. I'm not buying another type of floss thread, so I found an equivalent DMC chart, and then the letters I'm outlining them in gold Krynic, so it's nice and sparkly. So yeah, so that's Peace Tree. And then my next one is Raven Queen by Mirabilia. This has been being stitched for quite a long time because I don't have a clue what this fabric is. As I've said before in my videos, I used to just not bother recording what fabric. I used to just buy a fabric that I thought the design would be nice on, and I wouldn't even think about what it was, just do it. But I don't know if this is sparkly because it's been edged on an overlocker, so I don't know. Anyway, so there's Raven Queen. So it's a nice blue fabric, and basically what I've done the bit of a skirt at the bottom that sticks out, and that on both sides, and then I did down here as well with black, and there's some in the middle that I've filled in as well. So yeah, so that's what I've done. Sorry about the creases, she's been back in the bag for a while. So yeah, there's Raven Queen. There we go. There is a lot of black in Raven Queen. So yeah, there's that one. My next whip is The Three Wise Men by Blackberry Lane Designs. Now this is really difficult to stitch on because I'm doing it on 40 count, 40 count sandstone linen by Permin, and I'm doing it 1/1 tent stitch, half cross stitch, whatever you want to call it. I don't know the difference. It's one leg of a cross. That's what I'm doing. So yeah, and that is my progress. So I filled in some of the sand down this side, and then I've started on this wise man here. So as I said, it's tiny stitches. And yeah, it's gorgeous. It's going to be gorgeous when it's done, but yeah, it's going to take a while because you don't get much done. I do so much and my eyes just can't take it anymore. So even with all my glasses on. So yeah, there we go. Now then, my next one is Charland Stocking by Shepherd's Bush. I was watching Amy Loves Toads last week, and she does, I've written it down because I knew I wouldn't remember what it is. Where's my stocking? There we are. Sunday stocking, Sal. So she stitched on a stocking every Sunday. So I thought, yeah, I could do with doing that, and then I can get all these stockings done for my grandchildren. Bear me. So I stitched on it last Sunday, and I'll stitch on it again tomorrow. And there we go. So I basically did some more at the bottom because the top's finished apart from the name and all the beads and things, but at the bottom I've still got a bit to do. But yeah, I did some more at the bottom. So there she is. There's a Charland stocking. This is from my granddaughter Beatrix, who lives in South Wales. So yeah, that's that one. So hopefully that'll get finished soon, and then I can send it off ready for next Christmas, because it's definitely not going to get done for Monday. So right, my throat's a bit coggy today. So next one is Enchanted Alphabet by Lavender and Lace. Stitching this using the Call for DMC, except for the little girl whose dress I'm doing in blues and yellow. although I've not stitched on the little girl this time. Let's get this sorted. This is being stitched on 32 count cotton clouds by Crafty Kitten, who are no longer trading. And there we go. So I'll show you all of it. It's this side that's all creased up. There we go. So that's it up to now, and then this time I've done, right, so I had to redo this bit of the R because I'd done it in the wrong place, and then I've done the letter S, the letter U, the letter T and the letter V, and then there's a tiny bit of the letter W because it was the same colour as here. So I just did that little bit, which is what happens with this, because the colours follow on to the next letter, and then you find yourself doing the next letter. So yeah, you end up doing more than you thought you were going to do. So yeah, so not far off done, but that little girl still needs some work on her. But yeah, doing the letters. So that's Enchanted Alphabet by Lavender and Lace. And my next whip is, what are we on? Next one is I Am a Stitcher by Cherrywood Design Studios. I stitched on this last month as part of the across state, and I've put it on this month as well. But I think in future I'm going to have it where I don't repeat the month after. I don't do it twice in consecutive months because you get a bit fed up of it. I get a bit fed up. So I'm going to make sure I don't do it. I can miss a month, but I'm not going to do it in consecutive months because I kept thinking, oh, I don't want to stitch on that. I did that last month. So yeah, but I've done it. And there we go. Again, it's not ironed. I don't iron things till I'm finishing them. So this is being stitched on 28 count Morning Mist Brittany Lugana by Pole Stitches. And basically what I did this line here, watch colours unfold on linen. I did a little bit of a change because it was the American spelling of colours. So I've made those letters slightly different widths, and then I could fit the letter U in. So I've got watch colours unfold on linen, and then I also did some of the cream colour, the lamb's wool it's called. I think it's Gentle Arts. I did this loop here that you can see where we're going that way. So yeah, I did this loop here. It goes down to Talent there. So yeah, so that's what I did this time. So it's not too far off a finish this. Still got some of the lamb's wool to do, the cream flowers at the back, and a couple more lines. So yeah, hopefully that should be a finish next year. Hopefully. Right, next one is my Chatelaine, which is Egypt Garden. I bought this chart years ago and I got it came as a PDF and I printed some out, and yeah, no, I use it on it doesn't work well on Markup RXP, but I use it on Adobe Acrobat, and then I just mark off what I've done. And I've decided, instead of trying to do the whole round, I'm just going to do a quarter. So yeah, so I'm on this first quarter here. This is just some 27 count even weave that I had in my stash, and I'm holding it the wrong way around because that's the top. No, that's the top. Where's my T? Yeah, I've got a T there to tell me where have you gone. I've got a T there to tell me where the top is. So yeah, that's the top, and that is what I've got done. So let's start in the middle. I finished off, there's a little fish there that I finished off. So then this quarter's done apart from beads. And then I filled in the dark blue on here and on here. And then I've carried on and going up. So I've done a couple of rows on the top. There's gold at the top here. Gone all the way around. It's hard to do this. And then I've done this bit. And then this is the start of a palm tree, and it's Algerian eyes in that, and some back, it's not back stitch, but it said what it was, but it's pretty much like back stitch. But yeah, so that's that. That's the size of a palm tree. So yeah, so I'm quite happy with that. It's so much easier stitching it in a Q-snap than it was when I had it in a scroll frame. It was too big, I couldn't manage it. So yeah, so that is my Egypt garden. Like I say, I've got some beads in it, but I'm not going to put any more in because I'm now using a Q-snap and I don't want to break the beads. So yeah, there we go. That's Egypt Garden by Chatelaine. And then my last whip is Raspberries with Butterfly by Luca-S. This is a kit that I got sent by Hobby Jobby. And I watched Amy Globetrotting Stitcher the other day, and she's got the strawberries one, and yeah, she thought it was me that was doing it, and it is me. It's me. And yeah, they're not easy. They're easy. It's just there's a lot of detail in them, as you'll see in a minute. So yeah, it's more than you think it's going to be. But yeah, the easy stitch, just yeah. And that is my progress. So I've basically stitched this strawberry out, this here, because we've got a straight line there. That's the end of the page. So I'm just doing the page. And then, so I stitched this raspberry here, and then I've done some more of this leaf here. So yeah. So that's it. It just looks so lifelike. This is 18 count Ada that came in the kit, and I'm using the anchor threads that came in the kit. So yeah, lovely stitch. It's just because you're constantly changing thread, it takes a while. Yeah, that's that one. So that's my whips. Lots of them, as I said, because I use stitching to help mental health wise. And I'll be perfectly fine. Once Christmas Day is over with, I'll be okay. It's just from the 1st to Christmas Day, it's just, yeah, I just get down basically. So yeah, sorry, I need to get a little drink. Right, plans. Plans for January. So I'm going to do the acrostic challenge, which I'll do a short video in the next week or so, because I've not bought the planner yet from Quips and Stitches on Etsy, which gives you all the acrostics for the year. As I've said before, I prefer doing that than waiting until the last day of the month and then rushing around thinking, what can I do for this letter? I prefer to have time to plan. So yeah, so I'll do a short video for that when I get it. Right, so as I said, I'm going to be stitching on Celtic Christmas by Lavender and Lace as part of my seasonal sale. I don't know if anybody's still joining in with my seasonal sale, but I'm carrying on doing it. And this is the one, of course, this was the first one I did in the seasonal sale, and of course I got more done on this than I did on any of the others. I can't remember what this fabric is, but yeah, that is Celtic Christmas. I got loads done on her, as you can see. She's going to get stitched on hopefully 30 minutes a day, at least when my husband goes back to work after New Year. But yeah, I know this was 32 count, and it's just plain colour. It's not hand dyed fabric, but I can't remember what it is. I'll have to have a look on my previous pictures on Instagram and things. It'll tell me there. So yeah, so she's going to get stitched on. And then I'm going to have a Christmas start. So I'm going to start it tomorrow, which is Christmas Eve, because Christmas Day is just going to be chaos. My Christmas start is going to be Santa's Secret by Dimensions. It's a petite gold collection. I've seen so many people doing this, but I saw somebody, and I can't think who it was. There was somebody on Flosstube who had it framed and it looked beautiful, so it was like, yep, I'm doing that. So yeah, so I've sorted out the colours because you get them on these cardboard things. Where's it gone? It's under the bag. Right, I've put it all in the Grinch Christmas bag that I got in the parcel that I got last when I showed last time. Still don't know who sent it me or why. But yeah, I've not got the cards. I thought I'd kept older one, but I haven't. But yeah, I've put them on my own little thread keeps. Basically, they're all the gift tags. I bought these from The Works a couple of years ago, planning on making things like this, and they were just sat there. And I thought, because I've used all the thread keeps, because I don't have many thread keeps, and keep saying, but then I find uses for them. Anyway, so I've got using them all the other thread keeps on my Mill Hill kit and something else. Oh, my stocking. Charland stocking, I put all the threads for that on thread keeps. Anyway, so I've just got these yesterday and I just put all the threads on there, so I'm not having threads hanging on cardboard, stuck on cardboard things. There's even some gold. So yeah, so that's all the colours for it. And I'm going to make a start on that tomorrow, which is my Christmas piece. Is it Coffee and Crafts Zoom? No, not Coffee and Crafts. It's the Zoom chats. They're doing a Christmas sale, so that's what I'm doing that for. So yeah, that's that one. I'll put a link down below to the Christmas sale. I can't remember what the group's called. It's they do Zoom meetings, which I've not taken part in yet because Zoom's scary. But yeah, so I'm making a start on him tomorrow. Don't know how much I'll get done. This is my first Dimensions kit that I'll be doing. Wanted to start on a small one, and looking at the chart, it looks pretty scary to me. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to enlarge the chart at the library. So yeah, so that's that. And then in January, I'm going to be doing my first letters of the month for 2024. And on New Year's Day, I'm going to make a start on this. This is Daisy Offerings by Heaven and Earth Designs. I bought this years ago. It's been on my computer for all that time, thinking I need to start that, I need to start it. And I'm actually getting around to starting it. It's a little child angel, basically. Yeah, it's got quite a big significance for me. So yeah, I want to make a start on it. Artwork by Sandra Cook, Kuck, Sandra Cook. Yeah, I think I'll be starting in the middle with it being an oval. But yeah, lots of white. So, yeah, I'm going to start that on New Year's Day. That's my first letters of the month. And then my other letters of the month is Wintertime by New York Dreamer. That'll be starting in January. Yeah. The Heaven and Earth one as well. The same group that are doing the Christmas sale are doing a year. There was something about a full coverage sale where you do so many stitches a day. So I'm hoping to stick to that as well with that one. So yeah, we shall see. We'll see how it goes. I'm very good at starting these things and then it drops off as time goes on. So yeah, as you know. Okay, so my notes this time, it's just a mess. I've got this page with all these notes because I was adding things too, like what fabric and things. So it's all a bit of a mess today. So that's it. Right, giveaway. Right, I've got 2 things to give away. And I'm going to give them just numbers. Just going to give them numbers. So if you want them, you can just put the number in your comment. So the first one, these are part of the parcel that somebody sent me. The first one is Guardian Angel by Lavender and Lace. This is one, I'm sure I've got it, I probably still have it in my stash, but because I've done that one there, which is in the arms of an angel, I didn't want to do this one as well. But yeah, the lady sent me this in the parcel. So if you'd like this one, this is number 1. Just put the number 1, the digit 1, in your comment. And I'll post anywhere as usual. And then number 2 is this one, which is Joan Elliott, and it's Victorian Dollhouse. There's quite a lot of detail in that, but it's not my sort of thing. So yeah, so if you'd like that one, trying not to get too much glare on it, but yeah, I'll do it that way as well so you can see the other side. It's quite a big one. 248 by 182 stitches. So yeah, if you'd like this one, put the number 2, the digit 2 in your comment. You can put both numbers if you like, but make sure you put the digits 1 and or 2, and then I shall draw those before my next video. She knows. So yeah, usual rules apply. Please be over 18 so you can give me your home address. Please don't say the word giveaway, draw, anything that says that I'm giving something away in your comments. Please comment before the 6th of January, because that's when my next video will be, either the 6th or the 7th, but if you comment before the 6th, and usual rules apply, that if it goes missing in the post, there's not much I can do about it, I'm sorry. I don't send it tracked or anything, I just put first class or whatever on it, and it goes, and that's as much as I do. So, that's the giveaway, so good luck. Right, stash enhancement. I do have a small bit of stash enhancement, and it's not stuff that I've only just bought. When I was at the Yorkshire Stitches retreat, Fabrics from Crafty Kate was there with some fabrics, and she had this one, but she only had the high count, so 36 and 40 count fabric, and I just loved it so much. It's a lovely blue. It'll do for something like a mermaid or something like that. Didn't have any plans what to stitch on it, but I just liked it, and I asked her if she could do it in a 32 count, which she's done, and I got it. So that's it's called Tintaglia, Tintaglia, Tintaglia. So yeah, lovely blue. Other side you can't see as much, but yeah, it's a lovely blue. So I got that. So that's that one, and then another piece of fabric that Chris from the Nimble Thimble has sent me for this. I bought this when I went to Nimble Thimble last time, yeah, when we met up as a group. This is Broom to the Moon by the Needles Notion, and she sent me the proper fabric for it, which is 28 count blue spruce cashel linen from Zweigart. So that's the fabric. It's lighter than what it shows on the picture, but yeah, so that's the fabric for that. So I've got that, and I'm going to put it in the bag, so apologies for the noise. Put it in the bag so I know where it is. Anything else? Oh, the other thing, I've not printed them off. I don't know if you've seen the Heaven and Earth Designs freebies, the Haid freebies. They've actually brought, there was 2, but I know she took one down, I think, and changed it to another one, but I've downloaded both. Don't know if I'll start them. The first one I really like. I really like the first one. I'll put pictures up of them so you can see them if you haven't seen them before. And then the second one is okay. It's a Christmas one, as they both are. But yeah, I've downloaded both of those. So they're stash enhancements. I've just not bought them because they're free. Okay. Happy Mail. Okay, so first thing, I got this. Look at the size of that. Look at the size. Now, I'm assuming, because I did go into a couple of Secret Santas, and I've had one, but there's 2 that I've not had anything from. One's from a walking group, so I very much doubt this is from a walking group, and the other is from Coffee Craft Fabrics Secret Santa. And this came from Amazon last week, and it came with a note saying Secret Santa's got COVID, so unfortunately couldn't get the parcel in the post. So this basically is to tide me over until they can get the parcel in the post. This is going to take a long time to eat. 850 grams of chocolate, Cadbury's chocolate, as in my favourite chocolate. Apart from Reese's, but chocolate, Cadbury's definitely. So yeah. So I've not opened it yet because I don't, because if I open it, it'll go. And this is me wanting to lose some weight next year. Yeah, but yeah, I've got a big bar of Cadbury's Dairy Milk chocolate. So thank you so much for that if you're watching. I will enjoy it when I open it. I might break it into pieces and then just like put it in, because I know when I was on Swimming World quite a few years ago, you put it in the freezer and then you just took a piece out now and again, and just it lasted ages. So I might do that with it. But then I might just stand next to the freezer and just keep eating pieces. So yeah, my husband has offered to eat it with me. So yeah, so that's that. And then the group I'm in on Facebook for the meetups I do at the Nimble Thimble, we had a Secret Santa too. And I know who sent me these things, but I can't say because it's not been, you know, it's not been, I can't think of the words today, disclosed who sent to who. So I'm going to show you these things. So basically what you had to do, you had to send a stitched ornament. So I'll show my stitched ornament that I sent next time, because obviously I can't do yet because it's not been disclosed who sent to who. So the ornament I got was this, which is beautiful. It's obviously, it's a Mill Hill kit, I know, because, let me do the right hand, that one there hanging on my rail is one that I made from Mill Hill. Oops, my star's fallen down. Yeah, I made that one, and it's made in exactly the same way. So yeah, so this one is obviously the same sort. So yeah, my nose is driving me insane today. But yeah, so that's the ornament I got. And then you had to send gloves or socks, and my partner sent both, and I love them. I've not worn them yet because I thought I'll show them on my video before I start wearing things. The socks are these, as you can see. There's cat whiskers, and then there's a heart, and then on the back there's paw prints. I've had them bunched up like you do for socks, so you do that. So yeah, that's the socks. And she also sent me a pair of gloves, and I just love these. Look at these. These have got paw prints, and these are the perfect ones for going walking in cold weather. So basically, the fingerless gloves, I'll put this one on. Fingerless gloves, which I love wearing anyway, so then you can still take pictures and stuff when you're out. But then when it's cold, when you're not taking pictures or you've just been sat for lunch and your hands are frozen, you put this over your fingers. So it's like that. Your thumb's still free, but your fingers are nicely covered up, and then you can uncover them again when you need to. So yeah, perfect gloves for walking in. For me anyway. So yeah, thank you so much for those. And then you also sent a Christmas card, which I've got downstairs, and some chocolate, which I've already eaten. She sent me some Cadbury's chocolate, and it was a snowball bar. So yeah, it was really nice, really nice. So yeah, so that's my Secret Santa. And then I've not got anything to actually show for this. I got a fantastic email from Fobbles, Fobbles. Fobbles is a cross-stitch shop. They sell different things as well. It's in Cumbria, and somebody has bought me a gift voucher for Fobbles. I do know who it is, and I've also thanked her, but I'm not going to say her name because I've not asked permission to. But yeah, so thank you very much for that. And Fobbles is one of those shops. I have bought things from them online, but not much. You know, I've the odd thing I've bought from them, and it's not one of the first ones that jump in my head when I think, right, I need to buy some threads or whatever. So what I'm thinking of doing is having a visit. Now they only open if you book an appointment for them to open for you, unless they're doing like a workshop. So I'm planning on going one weekend in the new year, but I don't really want to phone up and say, will you open just for me? So I was thinking that if anybody lives in the area or would like to meet at Fobbles, it's up near Barrow-in-Furness, that sort of area in Cumbria. If you'd like to meet there, let me know. And then in the new year, because they're closed now until the 8th, I'll email and try and arrange a day that we can go. It'll be a Saturday probably that we go up. But yeah, just let me know and we can arrange. I don't know if they've got a stitching room. I know she does workshops, so I'm assuming there's a room that could be used possibly as a stitching room, so we could spend, you know, at least a few hours there. So please let me know. If you've shopped at Fobbles before, let me know and tell me what you think. Like I say, it's just one of those places that I don't tend to look at, but yeah, I just thought, yeah, it'd be nice to go for a visit. It's a bit out of the way though for quite a lot of people who I know, but yeah, just let me know if you'd like to meet up there. So yeah, so thank you so much to the lady who sent me that voucher. It's been starting to slide. So, but yeah, so that's that. That's my happy mail. And over the page, knitting. Right, knitting. I've only got pictures for this because it's things we did at the library. So as you know, we did a Knit Your Words project at the library. We had a yarn artist called Helen Davis come in, and we've done a phrase that's now up on the library wall, and it says books to the ceiling, books to the floor, and it's up on the wall. I've put a picture up of it, and I said we'll call it an ongoing project because I know at least one of the ladies from Manor Craft Group has bought one of the plastic knitting Nancy's that we use. My nose is really driving me insane. I'll talk about my nose in a couple of minutes, but yeah. But then I also did my own carding using the Knitting Nancy, which I showed in my last video, and we made it into the word Skylar, which is my granddaughter's name. I'll put a picture up because I've already given it to my daughter to put up in her bedroom, and I've not got a picture yet of it up in the bedroom, so I'm assuming it's not up yet. So yeah, so that's all the knitting I've done in the past 2 weeks. I do have a couple of plans to do, like knitting and crochet wise, so hopefully I'll get those going in the next couple of weeks. But yeah, that's my knitting. I've not been on any walks again in the last 2 weeks. That's over a month since I did a walk, which is ridiculous, but the weather's been absolutely shocking this week. And I know people say that you should go out if you're feeling down or whatever, you should try and get out, but I'm the opposite. I just can't. If I'm down, I just want to sit and stitch because it makes me feel better. I don't want to go out and talk to people, basically. But yeah, so I've not been on any walks, but hopefully over Christmas maybe I'll get out on a walk. I need to get out. I really need to get out and go on a walk. So yeah, once we get Christmas Day over with, hopefully I'll be up to going out for a walk. Right, Flosstube. I've got a massive list of here of Flosstubers who I've been watching because my husband's been watching darts this week. It's the World Championship for darts, and I don't mind watching the odd match, you know, if it's somebody famous like Michael Van Gerwen or whoever. But yeah, so I've been listening to my audiobooks and I've also been watching Flosstube. So let's go through this massive list. So I'm going to start with Cheshire Stitcher. Is Lindsay. I've watched her. Just So Sherry. I've watched her. I've watched all of these. Amy Loves Toads, I mentioned before. The Virginia Stitcher, I mentioned her before. Sunshine Stitchers. Now, I've only just started watching Sunshine Stitchers, and I really enjoy what they're doing. The stuff that they stitch is really good. Beth, the Steadfast Stitcher, I've watched her. Just Keep Stitching, watched them quite a lot. I've watched quite a lot of the most recent videos. Quite funny watching them. Brenda and the Serial Starter. I don't really watch them, or I've not watched them up to now. I've watched the odd one, but I've watched a couple in the last couple of weeks. Teresa Little Stitcher, Stitchy Sally, Alba Stitcher, Cross Stitch Bunny, Stitching with My Little. I've watched them a couple of times. I know they've mentioned me a few times, so thanks for that. Now this is one that I've only just started watching. Ailara, Ailarra. She's just done some videos. She did one of her whips and she was showing all her whips, and then she was drawing out numbers to show how many stitches she's going to do on it in the next year, which I thought was a good idea really. But then she's just done one. She's just done 3 videos of her planned new starts for next year, and she's planning on doing a lot of new starts next year, like more than I am. People are shocked at me starting 24 in letters of the month. I think she's doing 230 or something like that. So yeah, I like watching her. Daydream Stitcher, I know she mentioned me. She's been stitching the And Be Kind to One Another on the needlework press thing. Mama Bear Stitchery, I watch her all the time. I just love her videos. Janet Jabber, of course. Once Upon a Stitch, Laurie. Just watching her the past few weeks, and she pulled out. She's finished Kringles, and I just think I need to get my Kringles out because I've stitched on it once or twice, and that's it. It's in my whip boxes up there. And then there's a couple of other things that she's planning on starting that I'm going to be doing. Now then, August 1823 Stitchers. They mentioned me the other day. It came up, and I'm like, who are they? And I watched the video, and I really enjoyed it. And apparently, one of them won one of my giveaways, which she's going to start. It was one of the Mirabilias. So yeah, I really enjoy watching them. So I'll watch some more of them. And then of course, Amy Globetrotting Stitcher. Watch her every time as well. So I've watched quite a lot, and I know there's a couple of others that have mentioned me, and I can't think who they are, but yeah. So thank you if you've mentioned me. Brilliant, thank you very much. But yeah, they're the ones I've watched recently. All the FLOSSTUBERS. I'll put links to all of them down below, so if you've not seen them before, go and have a look. Yeah, my nose. It's driving me insane today. We have times like this where it just drives me mad itching. Basically, I've got a basal cell carcinoma on the edge of my nose here. You may have seen the slight scab on my nose before. It's been there for a few years, and I've been to the hospital and they're going to cut it off. So sometime in the new year, I'm going to have this cut off, and I'm going to get scars and bruising and all the rest. I've had 2 before on the side of my nose, and my whole side of my face swelled up, and I couldn't see out my eye for a couple of days. But this is lower down, and she's saying she might have to do a skin graft because of where it is. She don't want to close my nostril up. So yeah, I'm not looking forward to it because it's done under local anaesthetic. But yeah, getting it seen to. When I know when it's being done, if it's going to be if it's near a weekend that I'd normally be filming my video, I'm going to be rearranging videos. You won't want to see me face swollen. But yeah, so that's coming up. But yeah, it causes my nose to itch sometimes, and it drives me insane, and it bleeds quite a lot. But yeah, one of those things. It's to do with the syndrome I have. I have this thing called Gorlin syndrome, which makes you predisposed to having BCCs and cysts and all sorts. So yeah, one of those things. But yeah, that's my nose for you. Yeah, so that's the new year. Sometime in the new year. It was November when I went to see her, and they said it'll be a couple of months till I get it done. So at least it wasn't on the run up to Christmas. So yeah, that's my nose. Otherwise, life update wise, I don't think there's much to say. My mum's doing really well. She's doing fine. I took her Christmas shopping the other day. So yeah. Christmas, my son's coming to us. I'm doing Christmas dinner for my husband, my son and myself. And then we're going to visit my daughter in Blackburn. And then we're going to go over and visit my mum, see my brother. But yeah, it's just going to be usual Christmas day, busy. And then, yeah, we've bought lots of food. We usually eat lots of food on Christmas Day. But yeah. But yeah, usual Christmas. So yeah, so I think that's about it for today. I've talked about everything I needed to talk about. What I wanted to talk about. Yeah, it's falling off now. I'll be back on the 6th or 7th of January, 2 weeks time. So have a Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays, whatever you celebrate. Have a brilliant start to the new year. We always have a quiet new year. We don't go out or anything. Sometimes we're in bed before midnight. Doesn't bother me. New Year doesn't really faze me anymore. But yeah, we usually watch stuff on TV and then yeah, it's just quiet night. So yeah, so all the best for the new year, and I'll see you on the other side, 6th or 7th of January. Take care of yourselves and those you love. Be kind always, and happy stitching. Bye for now.